So I come from the personal training industry. I've been a trainer for over 16 years now. Since my fitness journey, I've now become a life coach and I do a lot of subconscious training, a lot of mindset, mindfulness, meditation, but more of a holistic approach. And going back to when people come into the gym for a workout or to get fit, to lose weight, to have a transformation, there's a big flaw from the approach that we're taking when we're looking at fitness, because health in general has so many different facets to it. But when we go to the fitness industry or just in a gym, the health we're looking pretty much at nutrition, exercise, and then maybe activity. And it's just them things. But if we forget about the other stuff and don't pay any attention to it, people won't move forwards at all. You're literally, imagine if you talk about balance, you have all these different facets for your health, but you need to focus on every one of it to be healthy. If you go just so hard on the exercise, something else is going to suffer. So holistically, we need to look at a number of different areas. And as a personal trainer, your job would be a lot easier if you did this and added this into your program. Someone who's training, if you also just paid attention to the other areas, it doesn't mean you have to go and do loads on it, but just bringing awareness to these points of health will have a huge difference on your life, on your progression, on your happiness, and most importantly, your health. When we're at our full best, our fully healthiest self, we can do so much more. We can enjoy life more. We can help others more. We can recover better. We sleep better. We enjoy the moment. So it makes sense really to focus on your health because you can enjoy living life. And if we start looking at our life as this whole period, rather than this small amount of time, I need to get fit, I need to get in shape, I need to lose some weight, I'm going to do 3 months. This is your life. So if you keep struggling all the time, you start and then you stop, you don't get the results, you start and you stop. Maybe you should just zoom out this time. Let's just focus on health and be consistent. And if I focus on my exercise, my nutrition, my mindset, my meditation, my sleep, my self-development, all these areas, if you focus on all of them and you're growing, you'll improve. You'll learn more about your body, you'll learn why things are happening, you'll understand what's going on with the nutrition. You know the reasons why you're not getting in shape. You know the reasons what's stopping you getting in shape. And when you have this information and you start using it in your own life, quite quickly you'll realise how much suffering you put on yourself by only focusing on certain things or ignoring others. So let's just take exercise as an example. How many people hate exercise? They hate the gym, they don't even like the thought of going to it. That's fine. It doesn't mean you don't have to do anything. Exercise is a form of just getting the body, pumping energy around the body. Energy is the most important thing. All our organs need energy, all our organs need blood flow. So just look at exercise as literally just nourishing your body with oxygen, with blood. But if you could just look at that from a health perspective and just think, right, rather than going to the gym and have to do this CrossFit style workout, you can just get your heart rate going. You could even go for a walk, get out of the house. But doing something every other day, every third day, just being active is going to help improve your life. I work with a lot of clients that haven't done anything in 4 or 5 years, like literally nothing at all. So if that is you and you haven't done anything for so long and you hate exercise, just start with walking every third day. Just go for a half an hour walk. Literally, you can combine that with your mind training just to clear out from all the chaos that's going on in your life. Getting out in nature always helps. So let's not look at what we associate these words with, but find another meaning to it. So exercise for someone could be CrossFit, to someone else it could be walking. But get that exercise in. You will feel better, 100% feel better. The next is your nutrition. So it's a big one that comes in the gym again. And we've got all these set diets, all these strict rules. Then on the flip side, you've got all these approaches where it is just mindful eating and just eat when you feel like it. There's a problem with all of it if you're not aware and understand what goes on in the body when you are eating, when you're over consuming, when you're eating certain foods and your energy just feels terrible. your digestion gets bad. So there's a lot to understand about nutrition. And again, nutrition is not just to lose weight. Nutrition is to make you feel better, to literally bring energy to your body, to help you recover. When you get ill and you get all like spots in your head or you've got a cold, normally we just go and turn to healthier food. You go and get some soup and literally eat veg. But we then tend not to do that when we live normally. So again, it's like almost putting suffering on ourselves. If you know that you eat better, you're gonna feel better, your life's gonna be better. Again, look at this as your life, not just I'm doing fitness, I'm doing health. I'm just doing my life and I'm improving every bit of it. So other areas to focus on: meditation or silence time. Time for yourself, no distractions, no phones. How many of you actually do that? If you just did 10 minutes every day and you just sat there, don't worry about what meditation is and how it's meant to be and my thoughts all crazy, just sit there. And all I want you to do is, while you're sitting there, just notice the feelings that come up. See, all your thoughts can be like that. There might be a stress, there might be love, but just notice the feeling. And you're literally just sitting there. And the silence, this is the best way to look at silence. You've got all this chaos, all the stresses. It's quite hard to literally become calm. So when you sit there, eventually these get quiet and moves out the way. When you are still enough, that's when your intuition comes up. I call that your soul. It's that gut feeling, that little voice that you get. And usually when you're in the shower, when you're driving, when you're going for a run, that's the same thing. Your mind, you're in flow now, so no thoughts, just a feeling. And usually that's what we need to listen to a lot more. The truth hurts at times, especially when we're looking at health. You need to go for that run. You need to go and stop eating that food. You hear that voice, but yet we still choose to go and do it anyway. That's your ego. So meditation, I swear by it. Again, it doesn't have to be complicated. Just sit there, be there for 10 minutes. It's a lot more challenging than what it sounds, but if you knew that it'd make your life better, if you knew all the research that went behind it, all the scientific papers, all the people that are consistently doing it who tell you the same thing, and it's just 10 minutes, that's an easy choice. So a challenge is to be consistent for a month, see what you can get. As many sessions as you can within that time, and go into it just being, just some time for yourself. Don't go into it expecting this amazing thing, because at some point it hits you. When it does, it becomes really exciting. But initially, just have some time for yourself. It's really going to do you good. The next is movement. So movement, again, it's a way to distribute energy around the body. Our body and all the joints within it move in 3 dimensions, in different areas, different ways, different directions. That's how we move as humans. But when we come to the gym, everything we do is all in this direction. Yet we don't move like that. So movement for things like yoga, I'm not sure if you've gone to the gym and seen these equipment called Viper, that's a lot of movement training, but moving your body in 3 dimensions. Movement then can come in the form of dance. And again, look at dancing, it's flowing. Like there's no kind of set rules, you're just seeing someone go all over the place. Lots of different forms of sports will also help with that. So it's to try and get more movement into your day. Stretch classes, yoga would be a place to go to start with. And again, it's just time for yourself, just to get away from all the chaos and stretching your body, sending energy through it and getting your joints moving. Your body and your soul will respect you for that. And the more you do that, the more, again, you'll feel better. Stretching in the morning's the most effective time, just because after your sleep, all your joints are completely nourished by recovering whilst you're at rest. So it's a really good time to stretch in the morning. The next one would be the positive thoughts. So when we're looking at health and when I'm working with clients, the thoughts that go in your head, that controls everything. I'm studying a thing called epigenetics at the moment, which is the ability to change any gene expression within your body. And it all comes from your thoughts and your environment. So anything internal or external will have an influence on your health, your body, your illnesses. It all comes down to this. It's the way we perceive things. So it's all well and good saying, just be more positive. But to start, we need to become aware of our thoughts. So as you go into the day tomorrow, I want you to observe all the thoughts that come up. When someone walks past and you've got that horrible thing to say, or someone does something online, you're like, oh, they're horrible thoughts. So it's to be aware of them. Try to catch yourself in the moment of doing it. You won't get rid of them to start with, but again, this is ego. Do you need to have them thoughts? And if you think of it from an energy standpoint, how much energy is that draining by you having these unnecessary thoughts that for something that's nothing to do with you? So if you can go into the day more positive, you'll see only positivity will come back your way. Getting into flow. This is huge when it comes to health. So how do I determine flow? Flow is a state that you go into when you're in the moment, you're enjoying it, there's no thought at all. So give some examples: dancing, writing, painting, swimming. It's like this effortless motion. When you're in flow, your body and all your energy centers here is working optimal. Your blood and all the important organs are getting exactly the energy it needs. When we go into a stress state, which a lot of us live in, the blood that goes through here all of a sudden gets sent to your limbs, as if you was to run, and it's a perceived threat. So the way I'm associating certain things, I'm stressing internally. So this is why it's important to get into flow, because you're then going into this calm state. All the blood is working around the organs that you need to function properly. So then it's to ask yourself, with everything that's going on in the world at the moment, what are you doing at the moment to get yourself into flow? So many people that I work with have just realised that they're not doing what they were doing before. And what really that meant was that they're not getting to flow, which meant that they're not healing themselves because they're stressing about everything else that's going on. So if you don't know how to get into flow, or you don't know what your flow is, start with the music. I play this music that you can hear in the background now all the time now. And it does something to your nervous system. It makes you feel a lot lighter, you can breathe more. The stress just changes because it's a vibration going through your body. If you listen to some of the artists that you mostly have on repeat, and listen to or feel the artists, so the feelings that are coming out from them, some of the songs that we listen to are aggressive or they're suffering. As a vibration, we take that on, and that vibrates through our body. So some of our suffering can come from actually the music we listen to. If you pick the right music, you can get yourself into flow quite quickly. Then if you're playing sports, you go running, continue doing that. If you aren't able to do what you was doing before, find another way of getting into flow. Find a new activity. Every time you're going to be doing stuff like that, it's going to challenge your mind differently. You're going to rewire new firing patterns. It's going to keep you healthier. And being in flow is one of the most important things, especially with what's going on at the moment. So next one on the health is self-development, an area which I love, an area that I am pretty much doing every single day now. I'm constantly learning about life and how I can start applying it to my own life. There's so many different areas that you can start looking at, but it's inspiring to read stories from other people that have gone and done the stuff that we want to do. It just makes more sense to get into their head and see what they've done, learn from their mistakes, and get a forward step into working towards the life that we want. For some reason in our society, you get to the end of school and it's like, right, done, no more learning for me. But yeah, that's what makes life more exciting. That's what allows you to have more to talk about in conversations. That's what allows you to pick up on different things that you didn't know before and meet new people from everything that you're learning. That makes you healthier all day long, and also it distracts you from, again, the chaos, which seems to be a common theme here. We struggle to get away from the things that stress us, but yet the simple things that we can start introducing into our lives slowly are going to have a profound effect. So it's about doing that. Lastly, the social. So social plays a huge part when it comes to health. And a lot of our clients that do struggle to get results, if you actually just take the time to listen to them, they have got a lot going on. They are stressed. They're not being disciplined on themselves. And it's important to be able to focus on your social. Be around the people that you love. Be around the people that make you happy. Protect yourself from the people that drain your energy. That's important too. We give the power away too much. Sometimes you know deep down It's not worth going around someone's house. It's not worth going out to meet them because you'll end up getting smashed or having an argument. You know it's coming, but you still do it anyway. So when we're looking at our health, sometimes it's to be a bit selfish and protect your energy. So now you've been made aware of all these different components, it's to go and rank yourself on each of them. Out of 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the absolute best, what's your current reality like? And I'll read them out again. I missed one as well. Your sleep. Sleep, most important thing. 7 to 8 hours a day is needed. Anything less than 4 hours has a 0% positive effect on our biology. 0. Sleep does a lot more than what we think. It's not just resting the body. Everything that you learn within the day is then processing in your sleep. So sleep's important. Working on your evening routine, signing off for the night, giving some gratitude, switching the phone off, focusing on your goals for tomorrow and just then close off for the night. That will help you sleep better. A lot of the time we carry a lot of stuff into bed with us from our day, from our work, from the meeting the next day. And if we could get better at just switching off and disconnecting and knowing that sleep that you will get will then improve the day coming ahead, no matter what's thrown at you. So we're going to go through that again. 10 being the best, 0 being the worst. So we start with sleep. Out of 10, what's your health like? What's your sleep like when we're looking at your sleep out of 10? Next is meditation and silence time. Your movement. Exercise/activity. Nutrition. How well do you nourish your body? Your mindset and your positive thoughts. Out of 10, how positive are you? How many negative ones come through? Getting into flow. How often are you getting yourself into flow? How often are you doing things that you enjoy doing and love doing? And if you're not doing them, how do them things make you feel? And if you're not in the best place at the moment, then that's an easy go-to. Be more disciplined. Self-development. Out of 10, where would you rank your current reality on self-development at the moment? And then your social life, one that I need to improve more on. How much time are you making for your friends and family? How much time are you taking away from the routine day-to-day of work? So rank yourself in all of them and just notice what comes up for you. Take your time doing it. And here's an important one. Your past doesn't define you. So if there is any numbers that you're not proud of, just ask, how can I get that to the next number? Rather than holding on to it, it's happened now, it's gone. You're here. What teachings can you take from that and what are you going to do differently now? Just to get it to the next one. And we start looking at health from a broader perspective like that and take the pressures off of putting these 3 months and 6 months in there if there's no actual real reason to. Because if you start now and have this goal in mind and keep working on all these things, you will get results. All day long. If you're not getting results, you'll be able to know why you're not getting results. You're having a bit too much to eat. You're going out a bit too much. You're drinking too much. You're not actually exercising enough. You are exercising, but you're not doing any other steps. You'll find the answer if you be honest with yourself. But also be honest with yourself and say, like, do I want an amazing life, an exciting life, whilst I'm completely healthy living it? And if that's a yes, start with them areas. Just bring awareness to it first. Then after that, you could say, what one thing could I do on each of these this week? And how many times a week am I going to do on these things? And keep it easy. Keep it progressing, and you'll be successful. So if you want to explore your health more and understand that this is a part of your life, it's not just a section that you have to focus on, it's just what you do. You'll be able to thrive a lot more. You'll concentrate a lot more, you'll feel happier, You'll make better decisions. You'll be able to say no once you start bringing awareness to your health. And just think, the more healthy you are, the more that you'll be able to help other people. The more you'll be able to deal with all the stresses that come your way. You'll always be in control.